Having the new MDX as our flagship is exactly what Acura needed. It is a performance SUV because we are a performance brand. And we're really, really excited to deliver on that promise with a three-row SUV. With the MDX, I would say the house of Acura is kind of built around us, you know? And all the different pieces that we've been building up to the past 5 years to rebuild the brand is being culminated with the introduction of this brand new, revolutionarily designed MDX. But it is a driver's SUV, and we deliver on that promise. We came in as a unibody SUV in the very, very beginning, almost 20 years ago, but that's 1 million sales ago. There's a lot of learnings that we've had from the first gen to the second gen to the third gen to the fourth. It is absolutely the best MDX that we've ever created, and we're excited to share it with everybody that's out there.
You've heard about the great history of MDX and its importance to the brand. And of course, we wanted to build upon the things that made MDX so successful: the family-friendly packaging, safety, and overall value. To fulfill its new role as the flagship model of the Acura brand, we needed something more than an evolution. And that something was the kind of unquantifiable value that doesn't show up on engineering graphs or charts. Call it desirability. So as we defined our concept, we had a clear focus on taking MDX to a higher level, a true revolution that would invoke passion, excitement, and emotion never before raised by MDX. This meant dramatically elevating the prestige and overall premium feel with a focus on more emotional design, a thoroughly upscale and tech-savvy cabin, and an even more luxurious and exhilarating driving experience. To accomplish this, we started from scratch, reimagining MDX from the ground up with an all-new platform. And this was a big undertaking, but it gave us a lot of freedom to think differently about every aspect of the vehicle, from the new styling direction to the most sophisticated and premium interior Acura has ever offered, to advancing our reputation as a performance brand and a leader in safety. Now it's time to explore each of these areas with you. Let's start with design, because when you see this MDX for the first time, you immediately understand that this is something very new and different from Acura. And leveraging the new platform, it all begins with the fundamentals of stance and proportion.
In the first 10 seconds, when you look at a vehicle, you first notice the proportions, the stance of the vehicle. And we work very hard to have a tight upper cabin, low and wide body with a blunt front end and a very powerful image. We adapted the Acura form language, the precision concept form language, to an SUV, of course keeping the tough and powerful image that an SUV should have. Dash-to-axle ratio is very important in the perception of a high-performance vehicle. If you move the windshield back a little bit and the front wheel forward, basically you get a longer distance between the touchdown of the windshield and the front wheel, and tight rear-oriented upper cabin, and this way you have a very powerful and strong proportions. The C-line is a very important character line for the vehicle. It starts on the top of our very powerful front grille, moves around on the top of the headlights, the fenders, and wraps all the way around in the rear. Creating a new flagship for Acura was very important for us. We knew that this vehicle has to be emotional, has to exude power and performance. For the new taillights, it was very important to realize the Acura signature chicane styling. We looked at it from the flagship standpoint. Basically, we wanted to create a very unique, very upscale, high-tech design. Another area that stands out on the new MDX is the sculptured front bumper. We tried to create a very interesting, very unique front end with a very sculptured body and very interesting styling elements that create this powerful and also very aggressive stance, but in the same time they are very refined and prestigious.
This more emotional and dynamic direction stands apart from anything we've done before with MDX. It also sets a very different expectation for what you're going to find inside, and I think our new cabin is really going to blow people away. This new MDX will set a new high bar for Acura interior design, and it's truly a quantum leap forward that delivers on the flagship status of this new MDX.
When customer first steps in, it's the sportiness and the spacious feeling created by the low and wide instrument panel, and luxurious feel with the premium materials used throughout the interior. There's a three key focus area in the interior, and one is the prestigious image, and second one is the modernized experience, and the third one is the captivating details. Focus number one is the prestigious image. This is expressed in the wide dual personal presence of the IP. And upper IP and lower IP is visually divided in the center. With the depression in the center of the top IP, it gives the separation, a visually separated image of the cabin. But the middle portion of the IP instrument panel is connecting driver and passenger side, which is creating spaciousness of the cockpit, which is going to lead to the commander view to the customer. Focus number two is the modernized experience, and this is expressed in the full new digital meter and 12.3-inch new center display. Our focus number three is captivating details, and this is expressed in the precisely cut, sewn, and wrapped instrument and door pads, and exquisite details on the speaker grills, and beautiful kilted seat pattern, and beautiful wood grain on the decoration panels. For the theme of the seat styling, we reference to the Acura emblem. And Acura emblem has the very obtuse angle on the side, and that was the consistent theme throughout the seat styling. And that is used throughout the interior too. So for example, the chrome piece on the door panel, the leather pad on the lower instrument panel, every shape has that angular related to the Acura emblem. There's a relationship between exterior styling and the interior styling. Exterior styling has a very distinctive depression on the side panel, and I carried that same theme to the interior door panel to create the consistency between exterior and interior styling.
Inside and out, the attention to detail at every level is extraordinary. You can see the thoughtful design and craftsmanship we put into the interior, especially the instrument panel. Based on our research, we know that the interior plays a role in the client's impression of dynamics. For the driver, we're debuting our new precision cockpit with an all-new digital driver's meter, a first for Acura and standard on every new MDX. The 12.3-inch screen is reconfigurable and displays information in concert with the needs of the driver, changing character with the various drive modes accessible through the integrated dynamic system. It also delivers critical information in a more intuitive way, including Acura Watch features and potential road hazards. We've updated our true touchpad interface across the board, starting with a 20% larger, ultra-wide, 12.3-inch full HD display. The graphics are incredibly sharp and clean, and we've added AI-driven smart shortcuts for more intuitive functionality and personalization. And customers can wirelessly connect to Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And yes, MDX has Acura's first application of Amazon Alexa integrated into the vehicle.
Alexa, find me the nearest coffee shop.
I found a few nearby coffee shops.
A high-def camera system and a larger screen also enable more expansive views for both the rear view and surround view cameras. And for the rear camera, there's a new standard spray washer. For the true touchpad interface, we've taken big steps forward in both performance and usability, more accurate swipe and handwriting capabilities, and physical seek and volume controls that enable easier blind reach operation. The new MDX is packed with the latest tech, including both pop-up USB-A and USB-C ports and a standard Qi wireless phone charging pad designed to fit the largest phones on the market today. The MDX has always been thoughtfully designed for the family, and our goal was to not only carry that forward, but to make it even better. So despite the more tailored exterior design, we leveraged the wider body and longer wheelbase to add both space and versatility in all three rows. Up front, we're delivering a true first-class experience with our available 16-way Acura Sport seats for the driver and passenger, and an arsenal of new signature Acura technologies. In the second row, in addition to increasing the shoulder room, we've dramatically improved versatility with a removable middle seat. It combines the 7-passenger capacity of a bench seat and a premium appointment and third row access of captain's chairs. And it's standard on every MDX. And MDX is the only SUV in the class that can do that. We've also made big improvements in the third row with more headroom, more than 2 inches of additional legroom. And with the seats 2 inches higher, no more knees in your chest. And regardless of where you're sitting, everyone will enjoy the new panoramic roof, which is standard across the lineup. Not only does it add a spacious feeling to the interior, but our new cabin control app enables rear passengers to operate the sunshade and other features right from their smartphones, with the driver's approval, of course. What's more, we're introducing Cabin Talk to Advanced and A-Spec, so parents can communicate more easily with their kids in the second and third rows. We're also elevating our entertainment experience for every MDX and everyone in the vehicle with our award-winning ELS Studio 3D audio system. It's an amazing system that has received glowing reviews in the RDX and the TLX, and it's now available in the MDX. And since this is an SUV, we've made the cargo area very capable with more space for coolers, golf bags, suitcases, and the all-important Up-A-Baby stroller, with the third row seats up. We nearly doubled the storage space under the rear cargo floor to accommodate larger items and added a reversible and adjustable cover for easier cleanups. For the tailgate, in addition to hands-free operation, we've added an available walk-away close feature. Of course, Acura is a performance brand, so we wanted to provide an exhilarating, refined, and confidence-inspiring experience in every driving situation.
Well, in our development of the 22 MDX, we really kept the focus on our concept of effortless security. And of course, with effortless, we wanted the handling to be quick and intuitive, connected to the driver, keep the driver connected to the road. And from a security standpoint, of course, it goes without saying, you want the vehicle to feel secure, but you also want it to feel solid, have a good ride comfort, good isolation. The benefit of starting with an all-new platform, we were able to apply key chassis technologies that we couldn't with the old platform. In addition to that, we were able to improve the body rigidity. So with the application of the chassis technologies such as the belt drive EPS, the front double wishbone suspension, wider wheel and tire, as well as an all-new rear multi-link suspension, we were able to really achieve a new level of ride and handling balance. Well, my personal background is with suspension tuning and testing, and one of my proudest achievements with this development has been the team's laser focus on maintaining the target of improving both the ride and the handling with our new chassis technology. It's something I'm really proud of, and we have absolutely been able to move the bar in the performance of the MDX because of that. It's very important to the MDX customer to have a high level of dynamics as well as the refinement that a premium buyer expects. So with the application of the 10-speed automatic to the all-new MDX, it's enabled us to lower the first gear ratio for better off-the-line performance. And in addition to that, it employs a different type of clutch technology that improves the kickdown response. This includes the ability to drop up to 4 gears at a single time for improved kickdown response.
MDX has always been a great performing SUV, but the all-new platform enabled us to take it to an entirely new level. We applied a double wishbone suspension to MDX for the first time, optimizing tire contact for incredibly precise and predictable steering feel and cornering grip, along with new, quicker variable ratio steering to deliver a new level of driving enjoyment.
One of the key advantages of the double wishbone suspension is that it allows us to separate the longitudinal forces from the lateral forces. And what that enables us to do is to see an improvement in both handling and ride comfort. Additionally, the double wishbone suspension allows the tire contact patch to maintain better contact with the road surface throughout the suspension stroke. This also improves the overall handling of the vehicle. One of the areas where we think we really stand out is our steering response and the connected feel to the road. That's something that we really think is unparalleled in this class of vehicle.
In terms of power, our 3.5-liter VTEC V6 is a tremendous power plant and a customer favorite for good reason. It delivers incredibly smooth, immediate, and consistent power, which is especially important for an SUV carrying 7 passengers. But the really critical change is that it's now paired with our in-house 10-speed automatic. On top of that, we're applying the latest generation of Acura's super handling all-wheel drive technology to the entire MDX lineup, including Type S. It's the only system in its class that delivers true dynamic torque vectoring, continuously distributing engine torque left to right and front to rear to enhance every element of driving performance and all-weather handling. We tie it all together with our integrated dynamic system with snow, comfort, normal, sport, and individual modes. This system lets the driver truly customize the dynamic character of MDX, the powertrain response, steering, and much more to suit different driving conditions. And as with the all-new TLX, we applied a new customizable cabin experience featuring 27 interior lighting themes, most named after iconic locations and drives from around the world, from the Vegas Strip to the Amalfi Coast. Drivers will immediately feel how far we've raised the bar on dynamic refinement and exhilarating performance with the new MDX. It's an SUV with the heart of a sports sedan, and it's built for Type S levels of performance down to its bones, which really elevates the experience for every MDX customer. Of course, this is a driver's car that will frequently be carrying our most precious cargo, so we also thought deeply about safety. We're utilizing the latest generation of Acura Watch with a host of new features, including Acura and MDX First technologies, to help avoid road hazards and collisions. But as you'll discover, we've also made significant improvements in collision protection with the latest generation of our ACE body structure and multiple new airbags. Finally, there's a whole nother chapter in our MDX story that you'll learn more about in the near future, and that's our first ever MDX Type S. We're saving details until closer to its market introduction, but I'll tell you, it will further elevate MDX in every meaningful way: performance, prestige, and premium appeal. This includes our new V6 turbo engine, churning out 355 horsepower, 21-inch wheels, the largest wheel tire combination in Acura history with Brembo brakes, and the amazing interior with a 1,000-watt audio system. All of this and so much more we can't wait to tell you about will be available next summer with the arrival of the Type S model. As engineers, we like to see things on charts and graphs, but the essence of luxury isn't defined by numbers. Over the past few years, we've acted out of passion and conviction to deliver a truly premium performance vehicle that just happens to be capable of hauling 7 people. The 2022 MDX, the new flagship of the Acura brand.
The MDX fits into precision crafted performance and what our brand is all about. This 4th generation MDX, it delivers on that promise that we are a performance brand and we are a driver's performance brand. And even though if a vehicle has 3-row seats or it could carry things or pull things, we're going to stick to our ethos.